Hey everybody, welcome back to During Business Hours, where we make multiple trips and bad financial decisions almost monthly now.
Not a lie.
Not a lie. All right, so we went to California recently to drop off our kids so we can have a little us time. And we're going to explain how we then lost like $7,000 because of this trip. So we dropped the kids off. We've already talked about that. We went and spent a bunch of money at Buc-ee's, lost a bunch of money at the casino. I would say $3,000 at the casino, roughly. That's not the worst part. That's not it at all. So we get home. We start deciding what we want to eat, what we want to stock our fridge with when kids aren't here. Hungry man dinners, ice cream cones, popsicles,
Drumsticks.
Jell-O. Why the fuck not? I did.
We're an adult.
Sometimes. So as this savant, idea here, I wouldn't call it a savant, as this genius level idea came to kind of just hang out, go to work, and act like individual couples from before childrenhood. Not childhood, childrenhood. It has backfired massively. It has not been the best vacation, so we decided we're never doing this again. A, we missed the fuck out of our kids. It's not that fun. The food sucks. Like, there's good aspects. I make a mean Togo sandwich. I love that.
I've been trying to cook for you, but you've been obsessed with that sandwich, and you want to get through the bread before we leave again.
Yeah, because it's expensive. You know how hard I work to get that bread.
You work pretty hard to get that bread because they be slacking.
Walmart everywhere sucks. I'm telling you, they can't cook bread. Or they are racist because they will not cook white bread. Only wheat. Sub rolls. I don't know why. It's only brown. Right. So I'm not making... This happened, and I went there 3 days in a row looking for sub rolls that were white. Somebody's got a problem. I talked to the baker.
Maybe they're just trying to be healthier because there's no nutrients in white bread. They're trying to help you help yourself.
I make my own decisions. I'm a big boy. I wipe my own ass. I'm so sorry.
Are you sure?
Sometimes.
Okay,
back to the white bread. I go and then I settle. I'm like, you know what? Garlic French bread. It's a little fluffier, crisps up a little different. But I'm going to have me some French bread because I'll make it work. Daddy ain't no bitch and I'm hungry. It's been 3 days wanting the sandwich, okay? I got the sauce. I got the fixins. I got the oven.
Ready. Got the appetite.
And I got the chips.
You did.
Oh, I got the chips. Because if you don't know this, from 2 years ago, I would always talk about how I, every day for lunch, would have my assistant go and get me a Togo's number 27 or whatever, which is turkey and cheese, no produce, toasted to a number 7, and extra Chipotle mayo on the side. Yes, it's fat. No, I don't care. Oh, good opinion. Keep it to yourself. My sandwich, my way. And they knew that there. They always made it the same way. If I called, boom, oh, it's Chris's, bam. For years. And then we move. There's no Togo's, no sandwich shop. Nobody gives a shit.
So we got a Subway, that's about it.
They still don't give a shit.
They don't.
They won't make it my way.
They won't.
This is not the Jared have it your way, thing.
He went to jail.
Exactly. So they don't do it your way.
Right.
Cannot have it
Jared's way was prison, so.
Exactly.
Here we are.
So I was closer with Burger King because I got those brioche buns from the bakery at Walmart. And I was like, these are like hamburger buns. Let me try it. It was all right. It was like burger, turkey, cheese, Chipotle mayo, and some fixins. It just didn't really hit the spot. So I had a couple of those. Wait a couple more days, playing, doing all my games, staying up super late, going to work super late because, I own the place. Living my best life. And in the middle of this, I get a $1,347 ticket. If you don't know, the cops out here are cocksuckers. Absolutely. I'm convinced it's all of them. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. Every single cop is absolutely horrible. We'll get into that. So I'm making my sandwiches. I get my garlic, get everything. It's fantastic. It's amazing. It's better than I expected. So now I'm only using French bread?
I thought it was that Italian. Is that not the one?
No, it was French bread.
Okay, because you got that herb and...
I'll get the herb one next time.
Okay.
Then I'll probably throw some Parmesan. That'll be the
Ooh.
Italian over cheese. That's the best food. We've had sushi. We've had bad food.
I had Italian.
What was the bad food? That was Italian from the last weeks with the fighting grandma. What was the bad food? We went to a place in Oklahoma City. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
downtown.
yeah, after the tattoo
my
convention.
God. So if you don't know, I have a tattoo on my hand because the day after our last podcast last week came out, we decided we're going to wake up and do one of these cool things without our kids. And she says tattoo convention downtown. Why not? Let's go to downtown Oklahoma City. Turns out it's Pride Month.
I think we did talk about this.
Well, the food.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd go. It's Pride Month, throwing up people, all this fun stuff. Get the tattoo on my hand. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm hungry. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is why I won't try a new spot in Oklahoma ever again.
Right.
I've got 5 restaurants I'm going to go to.
We've got our faithfuls.
That are faithfuls. I know what they cook. I know how they cook it. We walk in, and I'm not going to tell you the spot because if you've heard of it, it's got its reviews. And I noticed that the waiter or the concierge, as they called them before, seat yourself, it was concierge, hostess, whatever, seats us as Indian, like full dot forehead Indian. I was like, this is awkward. Never seen that at a Japanese style sushi
and I'm
spot.
like, same continent, but you know.
Same continent, cool. We'll try it. Sit down. Serve us our water. No, they go straight for drinks and setting things on the table. But they didn't clean the chairs. Weird thing. Second, there was food everywhere. Like food just strung along all the chairs. And I'm wiping. And then the table's sticky. I'm going to sound like a bratty little bitch on this. But I was like, ooh, the floor's sticky. So I pulled the Dane Cook. The floor was
very sticky.
It was sticky. As Dane Cook said. There's reasons for that, and it made me skeptical. If they clean the place after they have parties or whatever, if it's a Diddy party, it'd be slippery, not sticky. So I was a little hesitant getting the food. Mm-hmm. And then we ordered, what was it, crab ragoons and pot stickers. Mm-hmm. Not knowing the size, not knowing what it is. Tell me why we got a Sam's Club reheated.
It really was.
It was the packets from Sam's Club, even down to the sauces they brought. They come in the little orange and white bags. Yeah,
because it wasn't the regular ragoons. It was like the little
triangles.
Yeah.
And they were only on one side, like they were floating in oil.
And that cream cheese was absolutely horrendous.
It was not bad.
I did not like that at all.
I didn't mind it because it was like a seafood cream cheese.
Not for me.
So I order a similar roll to what we have in town and where I'm used to. We get sushi. Mm-hmm. Like, I know what this is like. I'll grab this, and then I'll grab one of these because, I know what these ingredients are. Tell me why. We got the weirdest, the nastiest, the spiciest, and not in like a spicy, like, a kick.
Yeah.
There was more spices.
Yours had
spicy mayo. There were chunks of different, like, cumin.
And you had a oregano on your rolls for some reason?
Oregano for pizza. And basil.
So my roll wasn't necessarily bad. It just, there was something in it that was very salty. And I don't know what could be in your roll that would be salty to begin with.
The world, no idea.
Upside down.
It was upside down. So we didn't make a stink because we ordered it. We'll pay for it. Cool. It wasn't
quiet,
one of those things.
Thank you. Here's your money. Goodbye.
We've had this conversation about Shogun last week where we ordered it and it didn't come how we ordered it. So then we'd like the thing we ordered.
Yeah. At least for the place that we just went, they were very timely. Very
fastest I've ever seen.
Right. The appetizers came at the appetizer time. The entrees came at the entree time.
Bing, 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 bing. It was super fast service.
Right.
Now I'm not gonna assume that it's because of race. But I'm just going to say, I would assume everything was pre-made and neatly organized so that they could throw it together. Every Indian business owner I've ever known has had it meticulously organized and things happen fast. Like H&H Wheelchair, when she was here. She's a Canadian citizen, so she'd always come and go. Like, she had these invoice and purchase orders to where it was like stamp, 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 customs done within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking they did with the sushi. And then for some reason in their right hand they had oregano. And then left hand was like Italian seasoning.
They did have hibachi there as well. Maybe they were getting ready to do some hibachi business. And
with pizza?
I didn't look at the hibachi menu. I don't know what they got going on over there.
I tried one. I couldn't stomach it. I tried the second, which was like imitation, the long crab poured over, and it was like, it almost looked like liquid spicy mayo
I don't want to relive
with
that.
barbecue sauce mixed into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Around what I'm assuming was like 5-day-old avocado.
Yeah.
And there was no shrimp. It was more scallions. They were deep fried. Instead of shrimp, they were deep fried in sticky rice with oregano on it. So I tried a bite. And then I was reminded of Pringles pepperoni pizza. So don't go and grab your sushi in Oklahoma City downtown. I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to out the name because the service was great.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, sushi in Oklahoma is kind of a sketchy thought anyways. Cause, I mean, we've had good experiences, but where are they getting the fish?
It's one of those you don't need to see how it's made to enjoy it. McDonald's ruined that with how it's made.
That's valid.
Yeah, like I don't want to remember that, the pink stuff.
Right.
So we get our sushi. We have our experience. It's a few more days. We're kind of partying around. I've rented every good movie. I don't have to deal with opinions with kids. So I'm like, oh, shoot, John Wick ballerina.
Why not?
Show me the titties. I've got no kids around. Well, I'm like, if there's nudity, I don't need to care.
Right. Like, you don't got to watch out for language.
I can watch Peacemaker in the daytime. Like, I don't have to care. It's freedom.
I watched some type. What did I watch? Because I don't ever watch TV, but there was one day I turned something on about crazy women behind bars or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that recommendation pop up.
Yeah.
Didn't want to comment.
Bitches be crazy. And sometimes justified.
Okay. But we started watching a bunch of shows, made it through like The Sandman in a single day. Second season is a little bit risque for me.
Bueno.
But the storyline's pretty damn good. They really got me sidetracked in the days of Hercules and Athens, and having Desire have English gender crossed out on her or his shoulder. I'm still, they have not clarified. They don't say brother or sister.
That was kind of what was off about that is because that's English doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So how is there American words on?
Death at that time had a doorway to where she's
at time.
Well, it's death. They are present in all. They're omnipresent.
Right.
So apparently she's playing records and has a cell phone and doing all her stuff. And that's when the son comes in and gets undead. And he's like, "What is all this magical stuff?" And it's like, you really let him see that? You couldn't have him come into a broom closet? Like, give him some Cheetos, you know what I mean? Don't give him the idea of radios. Like, but, yeah, I digress. We are not a movie or TV show review. Like, that's cool about all this.
Mm-hmm.
And then we realize the kids call on FaceTime, and they get really sad, and they miss you. And then you're like, you know what? There's all this stuff going on. 4th of July is coming up. I want to do it with my kids. They have a great time. We get pictures of them having a great time. We didn't have a great time. Great food. Great company. Just not great, like, outer memories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to remember sitting on the couch watching that movie until it comes up 5 years from now that they got a sequel. Hopefully not. But some of those movies don't need a sequel. They're just one and done. So I can't even recite half of them we've watched. So we've got 48 hours until we leave for California again.
Not quite.
I've got okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
From the time this comes, this is Sunday, so Alan, don't put this on here. But so Sunday is today. 48 hours we leave. In 24 hours, I have a court date for a ticket that I received for driving near near a police officer in the line of duty. Apparently, there's a move over law in Oklahoma. We didn't know about this. We thought it was a courtesy, not a mandate. Originally, we thought it was a courtesy, not a mandate.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's one of those things that I've always moved over for fear of like cop opening his door, swinging it open, jumping out, because I've seen videos. I know you have too. Some of them are enjoyable of how stupid cops are. Not checking the mirrors when it's one of the laws, you know. Check your mirrors, do your thing. But this cop wasn't even outside of his car, or he wasn't in his car. The car was 2 car lengths
away,
2 full cars
into the shoulder,
into the
field.
grass, into the field. Pulling somebody over, apparently in his car. They were both in his car. Nobody was in the front car. And so I only know this because I slowed down from 70 to 45-ish, 50. I think it was 49. And I look over my shoulder. Got a beaming amount of sun. There was a big wheeler that was, slowing down. So I don't know if he had made his turn yet. I was like, okay, because this is right after a hill. I'm like, I'm going to move as far over in my lane as possible and slow down to a safe space. And somehow 2 miles down the road, he didn't pull me over then. 2 miles down the road, 3 miles even, comes up hauling ass. Lights me up. I roll down the window. What did I do? I was 35 and 35, 45 and 45. 50. I've been so diligent since the last ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at me, full barrel screams, "You almost effing killed me." Really? Really? You're still here. Somebody's probably going through a divorce, and it's going to be tough. I think we looked him up, right?
I did.
The officer. He's going through a lot of things. Apparently, he's being sued
Okay.
a lot. I'm giving the context here because there's no reason that we should have gotten a $1,300 ticket for actively seeking to evade and protect a member of the serving the Peace Corps for money for tickets.
Mm-hmm.
We went out of our way. So on Monday, we get to go to court, arrange a trial, and go and fight this ticket. And it's just stupid. Oklahoma makes something like 75% of their money through tickets. So that'll be Monday. Tuesday, we're on a flight. And then we retrieve our kids. So in the wake of this somewhat holiday-esque, not so fun bonding session with me and my wife, we could see enough of each other. But we should have been doing it on a beach. So we decided the next time we do this, what are we going to do, hon?
Hawaii
Or a cruise. So we get the ticket. All's good. I'm going to bite it, take it on the chin. Got a strong one. A little bitchy about it. So we look the guy up. He's going through a lot, and I mean a lot. I feel sorry for him if he wasn't an asshole to me face to face. If I get the dashboard footage and the body cam footage, I will post it because it is hilarious. From there, 3 days after, 4 days after?
Something like that, yeah. It was pretty quickly after.
I got a flat tire. You came to work with me.
Yeah.
And flat tire consists of a hole in my fucking sidewall.
On good old 4th of July.
On 4th of July. So we're not doing anything fun on 4th of July because we don't have any kids. We're just going to go home and hang out. Maybe do a little shopping at Walmart. Tell me why my spare tires are in my store in Woodward on the 4th of July, where we're currently at when we get the flat tire. We now have to rush around, go find somebody to patch flat tire or slime, which we ended up doing. Drive to Enid, 85 miles away. We made it safely, a little low on air. Sit overnight. Today, we go and we find somebody to fix it. Anybody want to guess how much it cost me to get tires? Initial estimate from Tesla was $1,500. And then Discount Tire comes in to save the day. The same ones, $1,250.
Woo!
I didn't choose them. I went with the cheap ass tires for $707.25. So sue me. And
right.
Then that's it. Nothing else fantastic. Did some shopping. Lived my best life. Hanging out with my wife. Was tired. So we're going to get it. All right, everybody. We appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know. Anything you're looking forward to this road trip this time?
Taking our time. Getting a room. Not being reckless.
Not having to drive 4 hours out of 25 hours. She didn't have to drive much, but it was good.
I ask you to drive all the time. I'm fine until you got your one eye's closed and the other's barely alive.
This is my good eye. I drive with my good eye. But she sits over here, so it's very uncomfortable. I'm tired, and my eye gets heavy.
Just accept the help, you baboon.
Yeah, I would. It's hard. Especially when you squeal every time you see a sidewall. You're like, oh my God, it's a barrier.
Yeah, because you're looking at everything but the road anyways.
I'm the passenger in this time.
I don't freak out when I'm driving.
It makes me nervous that you're nervous driving or passenger. So
sit in the back.
Yeah, we're going to try that this time. Because I'm going to bring the Boosie's pillow. And I'm going to
shut up. You're not getting in my car if you're using that vocabulary. I'll leave you at your mama's house.
A pillow?
Boosie's?
Oh, see. She's got it. She finally got it.
Ignorant. I'm leaving you at your mama's house.
Maybe leave me at Boosie's.
I'll leave. That can stay with you at your mama's house too.
I could live there for a long time. They got everything I need, including chocolate.
PS5's got to come home.
Nope, they got PS5s.
You're going to have to buy a new one at the Walmart in California for $988. I pulled that number out of the sky. I don't know what's really going on at Walmart.
She doesn't even know the cost of a console. Thank God. Perfection. And we'll see you next time on During Business Hours, where I teach my wife the cost of goods.
In California.
Because then I can tell her whatever it costs and set aside.
That's exactly what I do on the Amazon app. Fair is fair.
Oh my God. That'd be hilarious if that was true. Just so you know, you guys can hit the socials below. You can follow us. We post every week at least a few shorts here and there. We just chit chat, share shit about our lives and our opinions about things that absolutely don't matter, because nobody's opinion but yourselves, that of what you like or what you want, matter. So learn to deal with it.
Life can be super happy, life can be super sad. I'm trying super hard to separate the good and bad. I go back to my future just to get to my past, but knowing me, my DeLorean will